Yo, what's up, everybody? It's me, MashGage20. As if you didn't know. We're back with Kamelot. Today we have My Therapy, the video. Looks like it's a cool video. Looks like a lot of lyrics. But we got a problem, everybody. Oh, we got a problem. See, the cast and crew here of Kamelot has an impossible task ahead of them. So I just came off of it's called a song. I was going to record a Stitches song called Pull Up, where he did some bars with DJ Paul, and Deuce Uno technically was involved in it in some way, shape, or form. And after, it was one of the very few songs. This has only happened to me once or twice before, that after doing this is like, yeah, there's nothing here to do a reaction on, and just deleted the video. That doesn't happen very often. But the song was lackluster at best. So I'm coming off of that. And as I said in the last video, but if you didn't catch the last video, Under Gray Skies, Tommy popped off. He brought everything he had and then some. So now I know what Tommy can do. So if Tommy doesn't bring it and the song isn't bumping, it's going to be a long day for Kamelot. I'm just going to let y'all know right now, right up front, right out the gate. After the song I just went through, and if Tommy doesn't bring it like he brought in the last song, it's going to be a long fucking day for Tommy and Kamelot. I'm just going to let y'all know right now, okay? An impossible task. But if anyone could pull it off, man, Kamelot's got a good chance. So I'll try to wipe the horror of what I just heard in the last song away. It wasn't bad. It's just, I was just like, this doesn't even count as a song. But anyways, I usually love Stitches too. It was light as fuck for me. Anyways, the video looks like it could be really cool. Kamelot, do not disappoint me right now. It's all on you right now, alright? Alright, let's go. Excuse me. Now let's go. Come on, man. Don't do what I damn you do. I always get the patch. it's interesting that they played this video because this will come up here eventually. So that was weird. Um, so that was really weird. Like the video and the music did like a switch for me. Like they both had the same effect, but in like the opposite direction. So the video was like really really cool, and then it got really really weird. The music started really really soft and kind of weak for me, and then during like the breakdown and stuff, it got really cool. It got really interesting. It was kind of really cool way on the outro and whatnot. Like it did a very weird switch there. So it's not that there was anything really wrong with the song itself. It's just like as I was hearing it, and I'll maybe come up with some examples and whatnot, and that video that was just playing will one of the lines in there will come up. Insomnia, my insomnia. What is it called? Insomnia. I don't know. But like I was thinking, like obviously the notes and the lyrics will be different, and the instrumentation and the riffs and stuff will be different. But I'm pretty sure if you take just the structure, the way certain parts of the song are formed, it's like it's so extremely formulaic that you could layer it up with other songs that we've been listening to, besides obviously the last one, and it would like match up perfectly. It's kind of like they're copy and pasting the same exact song, just or the same exact song structure, and just changing the lyrics and the notes. It's like lining up almost the exact way they do every single song. So at first I was just listening to it, it's just like it sounds just like every other song they've done, just different lyrics and some different notes. So at first it was like, Tommy, you let me down, bro. I just heard what you did. Don't go back, man. But then like the breakdown got very unique, very different, very intriguing. So I'm really excited to get back into that. The video there was that Elisa from Now Arch Enemy, previously Agnes. Was that her at the ashy one? We'll get into that. It was a very fascinating video. It was very cool. Then it got very weird. Was that her? And yeah, we're gonna dissect this video because just like the one that was previewing there, the other one I think is Liar, which I'm excited to get to that one. Just like the first video, a lot to unpack here. Very fascinating. It seemed like lyrically there was some deep stuff going on, but I couldn't really pay attention to a lot of what was going on. Excuse me, lyrically, but if it was matched up with the video and whatnot, I don't know. It seemed like the girl was going through it and like was struggling like emotionally or something. Kamelot obviously was the therapy. Like, it almost seemed like it was trying to say like love will heal your pain or something like that, which not always. Sometimes it'll make it worse. So I respect the attempt at the message, but I have no idea. Let's see. So what we got here? Who fears the ticking the clock? This reminds me of the human stain. A human stain. What the fuck is it called? Anyways, hear the ticking of the clock, the sound of life itself. Who fears the ticking of the clock? And if I hear ticking of the clock, it's just gonna make me think of that. When centuries are passing in seconds, black is the color of my past, a product of society's abuse. So yeah, a dark black past. Okay. So some pain here. Come and take me off my daily dose of pain. Take me off and shelter me from this static nothing. You're the antidote. Yeah, it sounds like maybe a relationship is like taking someone out of the what's the word? I want to say monogamous. That's not correct. I'd be going towards a relationship. The boring humdrum's not the word that's coming to mind. Is a word that just pretty much means just boring, repetitive, stuck in this endless cycle of boring nothingness. There's a word for that, and it's not coming to me. My brain's fucked tonight. I don't know what it is. And maybe a relationship, maybe the love of someone else is revitalizing that. I don't know. That's what I'm getting here. Just being like alone and sad and in solitude and whatnot. For solitude injected in my veins. May the touch of your hand forever be my therapy. So yeah, this relationship is my therapy or whatnot. Which again is very beautiful, but they often can lead to the exact opposite of that. I need your voice to fill the void. Lullaby soothe my rejection. Pure disinfection. That's right there. Of the heart before this silence tears my soul apart. Okay, so yeah, it's kind of like your love is my therapy from the numbing solitude, loneliness that has been my existence and whatnot. Kind of like Evanescence, bring me to life, bring me back to life. How do I not remember these fucking song titles today? Bring me to life. It's kind of like along those lines. Oh, okay, I can get in there. I can get into there. I can get in this. Okay. I walk alone on the path of self-extinction with all these chains to pull me down. Come at night, illuminate my inner chambers, and leave the light on when you go. Please don't go. But please don't go though. If you had to choose between the two, please don't go. Verse, chorus skin. Very cool. Cool lyrics. Very cool lyrics. I can feel these lyrics. Very, very interesting. I didn't fucking write down shit. I don't know. We're just gonna go through some of this here. What's the other songs in this album? It's at the top. That's a different lyric website. So Insomnia and Under Gray Skies is the only one I've heard from this album. Is there ones I'm thinking of from Silverthorn? The only one I can actually really remember is Sacrimony. So yeah, maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit. Let's find out, shall we? Often it's not the case, but we'll find out. I mean, it is the case, but not the case at the same time. It's like I'm not exaggerating for myself, but for other people, it might consider me to be exaggerating and whatnot, which is fair. Anyways, the beginning here. Manus Dei, Sacrimony intro. Putting it out there. Anyways. With the whispering of these, dark, cryptic message stuff, And then, of course, at the end of it, you have the the tropey eye open, Those eyes do look very haunting in that scene, which is pretty cool. Just thinking of like Kamelot performing in the middle of the road, just like you're walking on the road and stuff, cars driving by, and just Kamelot's just rocking down the middle. It's fucking badass. That's absolutely badass. One of the only things I have written down here, one of the two things I have written down here, again, I can't understand what I put on the other one, is this very synth keyboard start here, the kind of stuff going on here. That's a very different riff and kind of rhythm and melody and stuff that I'm used to hearing from Kamelot. It's very cool. It's very cool. I like this sound. I like this start here. Oh, Mask. That's what the second one says. Yeah, I couldn't remember the name in the moment, and I wanted to focus on the video, not trying to remember the name. Anonymous. Yeah, because of his like little patch here and like the hood and just kind of his very pale face. Looks like he's wearing an anonymous mask. That just came to mind. Anyways, does it not? Right? You know, it's very cool. Anyways. Both times I had the same reaction. I don't know. I don't know what it is with me and Sean. I don't know if it's because he replaced Glenn and I've never gotten over it. Or if it's because he tries to be so hard. Yeah, to me he just doesn't feel like he's that hard. You know? That when it was just like it's just like you're silly. You're silly. Stop it. You know, it makes me laugh. I don't know what it is, Sean. I'm sure it has nothing to do with you personally. Maybe it's just because I haven't gotten over the loss of Glenn. But he just, I don't know. It makes me laugh. That's cool effect, though. That's interesting. Hold on, let me look at that. Is he smuggling her inside of his coat? Is that void realm of torment and that's supposed to represent or whatever, what have you? Is he smuggling that inside his coat? Is the void within him? Is that what just happened there? Okay, I like that little kind of little high note, that little falsetto he kind of jumped out there. That was kind of good. That was interesting. I like that. I like that. The rest of it's just, it's alright. It's alright. So breaking down the video here, it definitely let me reset my video. Definitely, like, you can see, like, you know, it's like she's about to cry. It seems like she's, you know, she ain't doing all right. She ain't okay. And, like, I'm pretty sure that void realm of her all dusty and ashy and just struggling and stuff is like the inner turmoil of pain and suffering and etc. 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 Really cool contrast in the video there. I like that. I really like the street that they're walking down. Tommy looks like a badass with his hood up and stuff, all walking and whatnot. Like, the video is really cool here. The video is really cool here. I like that. And the lights, the streaming lights of cars moving like in super fast speed, also really cool effect. Yeah. So the chorus especially is where we're starting to get a little bit repetitive. Oh yeah, that's another one. My Confession. There's a lot of my's in here. It's not my insomnia though, so that's good. My Confession, My Therapy. Yeah. My God has shown his sympathy. You know, that little pickup in there. Same with Can You Hear Me? You know, this is a standard Tommy solo melody into the chorus, you know. Yeah, again, it's starting to get a little repetitive, but alright, you know. Not writing it off yet. It's just like, maybe we switch it around a little bit. I know it works, but like, maybe I change it a little bit, you know. That's all I'm saying. Like, the chord's a little different, but I feel like the rhythm of Tommy's vocal line, if you matched up to the other, from like those other, like just those two songs and maybe some other ones that I've mentioned, like, it's almost going to be following itself perfectly. It's starting to get a little repetitive, I ain't gonna lie to you. But the notes are catchy. The chords are kind of standard power metal power chords. Yeah, it sounds good. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm looking for a little more. I'm looking for a shakeup. I'm looking for something new. You know, I'm looking for something to get my blood pumping. You know. I'm just looking for something new, and I'm feeling like I'm getting a little old here. I'm getting a little something old. I want a little something new. But besides just that feeling, that's just kind of just like making it meh, is sounds good. There's nothing wrong with it. You know, it's tried and true for a reason. Just want something new. This is beautiful notes. Da, 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 da. It's beautiful. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. What's about to happen here, though, is what the other video is going to come into play. So obviously, different notes, right? And different melody, held out chord. Well, I think it's held out chords in the other one as well. So my hair is bothering me. But I kind of held outro the chorus like, I don't know, like a fly on a wall, my therapy. You seeing it? You seeing it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying, it's starting to get a little cookie cutter verbatim copy paste. It's a little bit. I'm saying. So at this point in the video, it looks like this girl who's struggling, who's going through it, is battling the demons inside her head, and just of life and whatnot. Is like trying to get back to her place, middle of the night. I don't think Tommy exists in her reality. I don't think he's like a ghost or anything, but maybe he's like in a different plane of existence or something. And he like goes inside her and helps break her apart, and he's supposed to be maybe the person in the relationship that's going to heal her or something. But like, I don't think she can see him, and he's like following her and whatnot. Very cool. That was a very cool concept. I like what's going on here. I do like the very very chunky, very articulated chords near the it just has this kind of very stringy, metallic, kind of chunky sound to it. I like that. It's very very clean chords coming in here, and I like the chunky sound of it on the guitars. It's pretty cool. That's a nice little minor tonality that they dip into there. A little bit of a rubbing dissonance in there. It's pretty cool. So I don't know if the dirt and the dust and everything is supposed to be like the stuff weighing and bogging you down. She's like trying to reach out and break out and whatnot. I feel like it might, maybe that's a symbol or a sign or something too, because like I think it might have maybe a little bit more of an effect if it was her in that place as well, all dusty and ashy and different clothing and whatnot. But I think it's a completely different person. But maybe it's like, oh, I'm a different person in my head. I'm not the me is not being represented by the voices in my head, and there's stuff that's bogging me down. It's like becoming a different person. Something, maybe that's a symbolism or something like that. So I assume that's supposed to be like her inner turmoil or something that's represented by a different person who I think is a Lisa. But we'll check that out when she starts getting up and getting dust off and when the video gets weird. We'll check that out here. Nice downbeats there, from the drums. Very nice, Casey. I like that. That sounds that's spicy. I like that. I like the correlation that they have going between the video, the two parts of the video. That whenever, the more that the we're just gonna call her the sand girl. The more that the sand girl is struggling, whatnot, the more this girl who's just traveling on the street is starting to visibly get more uncomfortable, starting to suffer more, starting to be more pained and sad and whatnot. I like the correlation they're doing back and forth in the video. I think it's really clean. I think it's really good. It's a really good video here, to the point where it finally like really becomes too much, and she like falls on the floor and is like writhing in pain and stuff and just suffering completely, until she finally starts to heal. And after he's all touching and loving and dusting, it's funny. We'll get there. And then she's okay enough to the point where she could put in headphones and just zone out with some Kamelot and get her therapy and be okay again, at least for the night. I like the themes going on in this video. It's really, really cool. Now here is where the music shifts. Here's where the video starts to get weird and the music starts to get like really cool and unique. Not weird bad, by the way. Just like the last one, I fucking love it. I love everything that's happening, and I find it hilarious, and not hilarious bad. Not like, oh, it's so bad it's funny. None like that. It's just weird, but like kind of cool at the same time. You know what I mean? So when I say weird, I don't mean bad. It does not denote bad. Denotes the word, right? Well, it's in the word. Is the right word, right? Denote. I'm pretty sure denote's the right word. Anyways, not important. I don't got time to think about that right now. So let's take a step back here and like explore everything that the music's about to go to, because this part got really cool from what I remember. I love that like little crescendo in there and that held note, like that. Nice little peak there. I like that. Give me that again. And I love that the guitars and everything's getting heavier with these really aggressive chords. You know, just it's a good breakdown section here, and I think Tommy's vocal line is like kind of mirroring it, the intensity and the heaviness pretty well. With all these chains to pull me down. I like that, just a little short solo section, because you think like, okay, you know, I mean, first off, you can't blame Tommy for having a solo on every single song. Thomas is a fucking beast on that guitar. Like, let's be real. No, I don't think anyone can deny that. So you can't blame him for having a guitar solo in every single one, but going off the repetitive nature, it's like, okay, here's the guitar solo, but it's like a short guitar solo, and then it breaks back down into this like heavier kind of minor breakdown section again. I think that's a really smart choice. It's really cool. You get this really cool quick shredding, like very like kind of guitar solo going on in there, and then it goes back to where we just were. It's really cool. I like this. It's very interesting. Yeah, and Tommy's vocals here, it's almost like that kind of like kind of wail that's going on in the guitar solo there. It's almost like he's imitating, he's matching it vocally, and just like stretches and like has this like weight on it. It feels like it like goes up and down and dynamic. And it's like he's got a little grit on it. Like this part's really catchy. This part's really good. Nice little high note there. Nice little jump up to the high note. I like that the guitar is also continuing to solo and whatnot while he's singing and whatnot, by kind of staying like underneath them until he has a held note and then bringing it out, which I've mentioned many times in many different bands and whatnot, including Kamelot, I'm sure, at some point. video a little bit. At this part, I'd say Tommy's falling a little bit into less less video, more music video. So less like story driven video and more like this is a music video with just the, like reaching for the camera on the wall. It's just kind of like, okay, now we're getting a little silly here, but not bad. It's just a little caricature-y, but it's fine. And bringing this theme from the beginning back in, very cool. I love the kitty. Kitty's adorable. So now she's fallen over. Like now, like seems like the pain's completely taking over, which is very interesting. And I love that the intro theme comes back in after he says, "Please don't go," like very clearly. It's good stuff here. Good stuff here. Catchy melody, man. It's a good riff. Okay. I do like this kind of muted, like gravelly, almost very like produced version of the chorus here during this. I guess kind of like a bridge in between the breakdown and back into the chorus for the last time. Very cool effect. Now he's coming into the void and he's found Dust Girl here. Sand Girl, that's what we called her. Sand, dirt, dust, whatever girl. And now he's going to start healing her. The metaphor. I get the metaphor. Okay, let's let it keep going. Take me off and shelter me from the static nothing. You're the antidote for solitude injected in my veins. May the touch of your... I don't think that's Elisa. It doesn't really look like her now. I see a little bit more at this angle. Oh, no, it does again. Fucking. Yeah, is that? I can't tell. She's gotta be a little bit less dusty. Alright. So let's make some sense out of this. Okay. So it looks like she's kind of tattered and torn, like part of her skin's peeling, but almost like it's like ripping apart, like maybe she was like her skin was made out of like a cushion, like furniture cushion, or like maybe it's like a leather doll or something, and it's like tearing apart and whatnot. So kind of like the imagery of like kind of broken and tattered and torn up, emotionally and whatnot. Like I get the symbolism, and he's dusting all the pain and the all the ashiness that represents being held down by the okay, got it. It's just how quick she goes from utter pain to like, oh, a man touched my face, I'm okay now. It's just like it was an instant turn, man. But hey, I mean, sometimes love can feel that way, man. Like when you fall and you fall hard, man, it's just like, dude, everything's happy. It's that honeymoon phase, it's awesome. Anyways. Come and take me off my daily dose of pain. See, like in that last scene, she was clean. Like she was still like like all gray and stuff, from being rolling around in the dirt for a while, not fully healed and whatnot. But then all of a sudden she's ashy and dusty again. He's still dusting her off. It's like, how you get dirty again? It does look like at least a little bit, but it also did it for a second. Also, I don't know if it was intentional or not, but like, okay. Anyways, let's move past that. Right, I remember that. I don't know, this may be some kind of metaphor for self-healing or whatnot. But it's just, first off, she just keeps finding a way to get dirtier and dirtier. Like, he keeps cleaning her and she keeps getting dirty. At some point, it's going to be like, I'm going to stop cleaning if you're just going to keep getting dirty again. But just to kind of like, dust my own hair off. I don't. And it's great, dude. I love it. I love everything that's happening here. It's a little silly, but like, I love it. It's fantastic. That looks like Elisa. Just the eyes, especially. It's hard to tell her hair a little bit too. Not so much. I mean, kind of the color and whatnot, but like the way her hair kind of falls. Elisa does tend to have her hair in that kind of part and whatnot. But the eyes, like that, really that head forward stare, really looks like Elisa. The way she kind of has that like piercing stare. And now he's leaving her. Alright, so she's okay. Her inner soul has been healed by the love of his dusting. And so now she's like, hey, now that I'm good, before I'm not good again, I got to plug in that Kamelot. I feel that. I feel that on some real levels. I like those little chimes. Dun, 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 on the way out, that echoing chime on the way out here. I think it might be a little bit, I don't want to say egotistical. Like, because obviously, obviously Camelot, I'm sure a lot of people find a lot of Camelot's music very therapeutic, and because all music is therapeutic. Someone finds every artist therapeutic in some way, shape, or form, wherever you cling to the most. So I'm sure people do listen to Camelot as therapy, for sure. But it feels a little egotistical to be like, hey, Kamelot, that's gonna heal you right there. That's your therapy. But I still think it's a pretty badass message all the same. So overall, not bad. Honestly, not bad. It's it's as I mentioned, it's starting to feel a little repetitive, a little cookie cutter, a little copy and paste ish here, even from the past album. But there was that really cool middle section that really shaped it up, and the videos in this album have just been fantastic. Even the last one too, which was a lyric video, was fantastic. So even when they're super hilarious to me, they've been really good. They've been really putting on their video game. Wait, the music video game for sure. They've been really popping off on their videos. Which have been really cool, which makes me excited to get to Laya. Because I know Elisa's in that one. So I'm pretty sure that was here in this one too. I wonder if it says somewhere in here, very special guest Mirith, Aline, and that's the tour. Yeah, I was like, how many people did that? Two at least. Does not look like they're gonna say who was involved visually within. Yeah. So I just saw a video here, or a comment here that said, Khan was excellent, yes, but Tommy has done an excellent job filling in. I agree. He's fun live and sounds great. I also agree. Has an excellent range and really matches the group well. Good song here. Yeah, I don't have any complaints about that. Alright, it doesn't look like I'm going to find out who was in there. So yeah, not big, good. Good. Nothing wrong with it. It just, I don't feel like it lived up to just the majesty and amazingness, pure fucking awesomeness. That was the last song that we listened to. I'm trying to find the fucking video. Where are you? I don't feel like it matched up to that. And I knew it was going to have a hard time doing that in general. But I was hoping that they were only going to keep going up. But, you know, it is what it is. Excuse me. So it looks like we only have one more song for the Haven album. Which, honestly, I think... oh, yeah, she did have it. God damn, motherfucker. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I think we made a good choice here. Just sticking to the music videos. I'm sure there's some there's maybe one or two, maybe three more in here that are just like Under Gray Skies. That's just like popping. Um, but I don't think it would have been good for me personally to go through the whole album. I like Tommy, but there's some of the ways that he does some of his vocal lines. It just it's just I for me. So I don't think going through the whole thing would have been great. So we only have one more left, which is Liar Liar. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with the rest of this album. I assume I'll just listen to it in my spare time. And if anything pops up that's just like, dude, there's some bitch and shit in here, I might have to just continue the rest of the album where I leave off. Um, um, recording wise, start recording it and whatnot. But as I said, if I was watching the videos and there was anything that was just like, I have to listen to this album, then I would start listening to this album. And there's only been one song out of the three so far that has done that. Now, I liked Insomnia. It was really good. But if all three of these was like, not, impressed me as much as the last one, then I'd be like, yeah, dude, no, they turned on. Let's watch this album. But so I think I'm gonna listen to it off camera, and if anything pops up that's like, I gotta get this shit going, then I'll start doing it on camera. But yeah, pretty good song. Next is Liar Liar, song I've been wanting to get to for a while, so I hope it does not disappoint. Hopefully Elisa's got a really big role to play in the song. I think her vocals, mixed with Tommy's vocals, especially if she's going back and forth between screaming and not, is going to be some like legendary combination. I think it's going to be fucking sick. Plus the pretty sure that music video follows in the music video for Insomnia, because this one did not look like it did. So that would be really cool as well. I'd be really excited to see the continuation of that. Yeah, so that's next. Don't know when I'll get to that, but I will get to that here eventually. So thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you all next time.